The story begins with a young girl named Chun Yin, who is deeply focused on studying for her final high school exams. One day, while she's in class, a loud and frightening noise suddenly echoes from outside. The classroom erupts in a chaos as everyone panics. Curious and worried, Chun Yin rushes outside to see what's going on. To her horror, she discovers the lifeless body of her classmate, Xiao Di, lying on the ground. The school quickly buzzes with rumors that Xiao Di fell from the roof. But instead of mourning her death, many students pull out their phones to take pictures and share them online. Chun Yin is heartbroken and disgusted by their behavior. Overwhelmed with sadness, she gently covers Xiao Di's body with her own jacket, trying to give her friend some dignity in death. The police soon arrive and question Chun Yin because she was one of the first to witness the scene. Although Chun Yin knows that Xiao Di was often bullied at school, she stays silent. She's afraid that if she speaks up, she might become the next target of the bullies. Later, when Chun Yin returns to her classroom, she finds her chair soaked with a strange red liquid. With no other option, she reluctantly sits on it. The next day, while waiting in line for lunch, she accidentally bumps into three girls, Wei Lai, Su Miao, and Luo Ting. At that moment, Chun Yin suspects they were involved in Xiao Di's death, so she tries to avoid them. But the girls don't let her go easily. They start following her after school, making her feel uneasy and unsafe. It becomes clear that Wei Lai and her friends have decided to bully Chun Yin next, especially because she had tried to help Xiao Di before. One evening, they corner her on a quiet street and push her around, leaving her shaken and scared. When Chun Yin finally gets home, she's surprised to find her mother, Chun Yu, there. Her mom is rarely around because she's busy selling fake beauty masks, which has led to many angry customers. The next day, as Chun Yin is walking home from school, she witnesses a young man being beaten up by two rough-looking men. Feeling sorry for him, she calls the police. But before she can escape, the attackers notice her and start hitting her too. Just as things seem hopeless, the young man fights back to protect her. A few days later, the young man introduces himself as Xiao Bei and thanks Chun Yin for her bravery. He even returns the money the thugs had stolen from her. Xiao Bei also helps Chun Yin fix her phone, which was damaged during the fight. Unexpectedly, he knows a lot about technology and warns her to be careful when choosing a repair shop, as some dishonest ones might steal her personal information. As they talk, Xiao Bei notices that Chun Yin seems like an easy target for bullies because she's small and quiet. Chun Yin doesn't respond, but she knows he's right. When Chun Yin arrived home one evening, she was stunned to find posters plastered all over the neighborhood. The posters declared that her mother, Chun Yu, was wanted by the police for selling fake beauty products. The next day, things took a turn for the worse when Wei Lai shared photos of these posters in the class group chat. Everyone in the class saw them, and soon, Chun Yin became the target of cruel jokes and mocking comments from her classmates. Later that day, as Chun Yin was walking home, she unexpectedly ran into Xiao Bei. At that moment, he offered her a ride on his bike, and without much thought, she agreed, even though she had no idea where he was taking her. It turned out Xiao Bei brought her to his place to share a simple meal of instant noodles. While they were eating, Xiao Bei tried to cheer her up by asking if Chun Yin was upset because of boyfriend troubles. This question annoyed Chun Yin because she felt it was too personal and none of his business. Instead of apologizing, Xiao Bei got angry, pushed her against the wall, and told her to leave. The next day, during PE class, Chun Yin noticed that her classmates were ignoring her completely. Feeling isolated, she decided to go back to the classroom. But Wei Lai had other plans. She deliberately threw a volleyball at Chun Yin, trying to provoke her. This time, Chun Yin had enough. She fought back by throwing a volleyball at Wei Lai and her friends. Wei Lai, furious at Chun Yin's defiance, pushed her hard, causing her to fall down the stairs. This was the final straw for Chun Yin. She decided to report everything to a young detective named Zheng Yi, who was already investigating Xiao Di's death. During her meeting with Zheng Yi, Chun Yin explained that Xiao Di had been driven to a dark place because of the relentless bullying from Wei Lai and her gang. Zheng Yi listened carefully and later questioned Wei Lai and her friends. However, the girls refused to take responsibility. They claimed that if Xiao Di had done the unthinkable, it was her own choice. They even denied bullying Chunyin and showed no remorse for Xiao Di's tragic death. Despite Zheng Ye's belief that Wei Lai and her friends were responsible for the bullying that led to Xiao Di's tragedy, there wasn't enough solid evidence to hold them fully accountable. Since they were minors, the school could only suspend them for bullying Chunyin. Later, as Chunyin was walking home, Wei Lai and her friends cornered her, seeking revenge for reporting them to the police. Chunyin tried to stand up to them, but when she saw that even other classmates were supporting Wei Lai, she realized she was outnumbered. In a moment of desperation, she tried calling Zheng Yi for help, but he didn't answer. With no other options, Chunyin hid inside a trash can to escape her tormentors. Meanwhile, Su Miao, one of Wei Lai's friends who was searching for Chunyin, approached the trash can where Chunyin was hiding. Just then, Chunyin's phone rang as Zheng Yi called her back. Su Miao heard the ringing, but instead of revealing Chunyin's hiding spot, she chose to protect her. She lied to Wei Lai, saying she couldn't find Chunyin anywhere. Afraid that Wei Lai and her gang might be waiting for her at home, Chunyin didn't dare go back. Instead, she went to Xiao Bei's place. When Xiao Bei opened the door, he was surprised to see her standing there, but he let her in without asking too many questions. After cleaning up, Chunyin asked Xiao Bei to protect her from the bullies. Xiao Bei was confused. Why was she turning to him for help after being so distant before? However, Chunyin didn't explain much, only apologizing for how she had treated him earlier. From that day on, Xiao Bei became Chunyin's silent protector. He watched over her from a distance, making sure she was safe. He even confronted Wei Lai, warning her to stay away from Chunyin. Frightened by Xiao Bei's tough demeanor, Wei Lai backed off, but she turned her anger towards Su Miao instead. One afternoon, as school was ending, Su Miao approached Chunyin. She asked who was protecting her and begged for the same protection. Chunyin didn't mention Xiao Bei, but decided to walk Su Miao home to make sure she stayed safe. The next day, Xiao Bei showed up with a bag full of food for Chunyin, but she immediately noticed that he looked battered and bruised, as if he had just been in a fight. Concerned, she suggested he rest on the bed to feel more comfortable. As they talked, Xiao Bei opened up about his past. He shared that he had been living on his own since he was 13, after his mother left him for another man. Despite this, Xiao Bei didn't miss her because she had never been kind to him. To survive, Xiao Bei had fallen into a rough lifestyle, often getting into fights with other tough guys. But trouble caught up with him the next day while he was at an internet cafe. The police stormed in, looking for someone involved in a series of serious crimes. As a result, Xiao Bei and his friends were taken to the police station for questioning. Back at home, Chunyin grew worried when Xiao Bei didn't return. She tried calling him, but he didn't answer. At the police station, Xiao Bei couldn't stop thinking about Chunyin and whether she was safe. With Xiao Bei gone, Chunyin had no choice but to go to school alone. Later, as she was walking home, Su Miao suddenly appeared and led her to a different location. It turned out to be a trap. Wei Lai and her gang were waiting there, ready to attack Chunyin. The group began beating her in a quiet neighborhood, but their assault was interrupted when a homeowner nearby threw a bottle at them and shouted that the police were on their way. Hearing this, Wei Lai and her gang panicked, especially when they noticed security cameras recording the entire scene. Meanwhile, Xiao Bei and his friends were released from the police station after it was confirmed they had no connection to the criminal case they were being questioned about. As soon as he was free, Xiao Bei tried calling Chunyin, but she didn't answer. Worried, Xiao Bei rushed home and was shocked to find Chunyin badly hurt. Furious, he wanted to go after Wei Lai and her gang to make them pay for what they had done, but Chunyin stopped him. She didn't want him to get into more trouble. Instead, Xiao Bei helped clean and bandage her wounds. He even gave her a short haircut, which completely changed her appearance. The next day, Chunyin went to school with her new haircut, ignoring the stares and whispers from her classmates. But then, something unexpected happened. A construction worker found a woman's body at a work site, and the police identified her as Wei Lai. This discovery led the police to question a taxi driver named Dekong, because his taxi had been spotted near the area where Wei Lai's body was found. However, Dekong had a solid alibi. He explained that his taxi had been stolen some time ago, and that he had been at the hospital during the time of Wei Lai's death. When the police checked, they confirmed his story was true. What they didn't know was that Xiao Bei had borrowed De Kang's taxi earlier and had suggested that De Kang go to the hospital for a checkup. With no leads from De Kang, Detective Zheng Yi turned to Wei Lai's friends, Su Miao and Luo Ting, for information. They quickly blamed Chen Yin, accusing her of killing Wei Lai as revenge for the bullying she had endured. Zheng Yi reviewed a video showing Wei Lai harassing Chen Yin and soon after approached Chen Yin, naming her as the main suspect in Wei Lai's murder. Unexpectedly, Chen Yin couldn't prove where she was at the time of the crime, which made her look even more suspicious. Shortly after, Chen Yin was taken to the police station for questioning, but she firmly denied any involvement in Wei Lai's death. She insisted she was innocent. As a result, the police were stuck because they had no solid evidence to prove she was guilty. So they had no choice but to let her go, especially since her college entrance exam was the next day. The following day, Chen Yin took her exam, but she felt uneasy the entire time. She could sense Zheng Ye's watchful eyes on her, making it hard to focus. After the exam, as she was walking home, Xiao Bei suddenly appeared and grabbed her, trying to get her away from the police's surveillance. Zheng Yi and his colleague noticed and chased after them, but Xiao Bei and Chen Yin managed to slip away, disappearing into the streets. In a quiet, hidden place, Xiao Bei revealed his plan to Chen Yin. He told her he would turn himself into the police and take the blame for Wei Lai's death to protect her from any punishment. At that moment, he asked Chen Yin to support his story by saying that he had tried to harm Wei Lai but accidentally killed her when she fought back. At first, Chen Yin strongly disagreed with the plan. She didn't want Xiao Bei to sacrifice himself for her. But Xiao Bei insisted, explaining that because he was still a minor, he wouldn't spend too much time in jail. After much persuasion, Chen Yin finally agreed. They made a promise to each other. Once Xiao Bei was released from jail and Chen Yin had finished her university studies, they would meet again. When the police eventually found them, Xiao Bei kissed Chen Yin and then pretended to hit her a few times. This was all part of their plan to make their story seem more believable to the police. Xiao Bei was arrested and taken in for questioning by Detective Zheng Yi. During the interrogation, Xiao Bei confessed to accidentally killing Wei Lai. He claimed that he had tried to assault her, but things got out of hand when she resisted and even bit him. However, he kept a big secret to himself. It was actually Chen Yin who had caused Wei Lai's death. Xiao Bei chose to hide this truth to protect her. The scene then showing a flashback, where Wei Lai is seen approach Chen Yin, begging for forgiveness for all the time she had bullied her. She pleaded with Chen Yin not to report her to the police. But Chen Yin, still hurt and angry, felt that Wei Lai's actions were unforgivable. She turned her back and walked away, refusing to listen. Wei Lai, however, didn't give up. She kept following Chen Yin, showing no real remorse for her past behavior. Things took a dark turn when Wei Lai brought up Chen Yin's mother, which pushed Chen Yin over the edge. In a moment of rage, Chen Yin pushed Wei Lai, causing her to fall down the stairs, and she died instantly. Terrified and overwhelmed, Chen Yin told Xiao Bei everything. After hearing her story, Xiao Bei decided to take the blame to protect her. To make his story convincing, Xiao Bei staged the scene to look like he had attacked Wei Lai. He left scratch marks on her body to match his confession. He carefully crafted a story that would keep Chen Yin out of trouble. However, Detective Zheng Yi wasn't entirely convinced. He had a strong suspicion that Chen Yin might be the one responsible for Wei Lai's death. But Xiao Bei was determined to shield Chen Yin from any consequences. He chose to bear the blame, even if it meant sacrificing his own freedom to keep her safe. Zheng Ye's doubts grew deeper when he watched security camera footage. The video showed Xiao Bei often walking behind Chen Yin on her way to and from school. This made Zheng Yi wonder if there was more to their relationship than what was obvious. Not long after, the police asked Chen Yin to come to the station for questioning. At the same time, they were also talking to Xiao Bei in a separate room. The officers were trying to see if their stories matched, but both Chen Yin and Xiao Bei insisted they didn't know each other. To make their act more believable, Chen Yin even slapped Xiao Bei across the face when she saw him, pretending they were strangers. This convinced the police that they weren't connected. Eventually, The police began to suspect Xiao Bei was responsible for the crime and let Chunyin go because she appeared innocent. Around the same time, Chunyin received her college entrance exam results, and she had done exceptionally well, scoring high marks. A few days later, Zheng Yi visited Chunyin to check on her after she was cleared by the police. However, Chunyin didn't want to discuss what had happened. Before leaving, Zheng Yi suddenly told her that Xiao Bei might face the death penalty. Knowing this, Chunyin was completely shocked and overwhelmed by this news. Seeing her distress, Zheng Yi tried to comfort her. Unable to hold back any longer, Chunyin finally broke down and confessed the truth about what had really happened. Zheng Yi hugged her gently, trying to calm her, and admitted that he had lied about Xiao Bei's punishment. He had only said it to see how she would react. Soon after, he took her to visit Xiao Bei in jail. At that moment, Zheng Yi suggested that it might be better for Chunyin to come forward and tell the truth. If she did, the consequences for both her and Xiao Bei might not be as harsh. In the end, Chunyin decided to take responsibility for her actions and turned herself into the police. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison for her role in the accidental death. Xiao Bei, who was also found to be involved, received the same sentence. For years later, both Chunyin and Xiao Bei were released from prison, ready to start their lives anew. Chunyin was determined to become a teacher who could protect her students from bullying, while Xiao Bei wanted to leave his troubled past behind and build a better future with Chunyin. Several years later, Chunyin is seen working as a teacher. One day, she notices a young girl who looks very upset. As a result, Chunyin walks the girl home, while Xiao Bei following quietly behind, keeping a protective eye on them. The film then shows a few notes, explaining that the government had introduced new laws to tackle bullying in schools, ensuring that those who bully others face serious consequences. The film ends. So the moral of the story is, life is like a trash can. Sometimes you hide in it to avoid bullies, and sometimes you climb out of it to start fresh. Just make sure you've got someone to watch your back or your trash can.